30s. And she had a big garden. She was like upper middle class in fancy suburb of London. She had a big garden, and she was famous for walking and chanting in her garden with her other initiated friend. And they would correspond. There was a whole load of letters, and she would correspond with Srila Bhaktisiddhanta through his big disciple, Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj. He was one of the leading management type devotees. And so then she passed on. They both stayed very good devotees, and she passed on, and she gave her house and garden to the Gaudiya Math, to Tirtha Maharaj. It's on the net. You can search it out, you'll find it. So also Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur, he sent the first English book, you know that, to McGill University. So in one sense, of course, Prabhupada did a big event, but Prabhupada was following in the footsteps. So Srila Bhakti, and so on the quotes it was saying, there were quotes by about Harinam by Srila Bhaktisiddhanta. And he was saying, Harinam, the Maha Mantra, is the main initiation. That is, actually, we'll continue, but initiation, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, he wrote one essay. I published it 10 years ago, Pancha Samskar. And it is about, Pancha means 5 impressions. So Pancha Samskar is the 5 samskaras of initiation. And number 1 is tapa. Number 1 is tapa. The person should follow regulative principles to purify his body, and just take prasadam, follow regulative principles. Second samskar, then Guru should give tilak, because when the body is purified, then this body is a temple, because Krishna is within. So the body is actually a temple. So we should maintain our health like we're serving the temple of Krishna. This is how we maintain our health, with this mentality. So that's the second one, tilak, and a vertical tilak. Third one is, then Guru will give naam. And that means he'll give a name like Krishna Das, Govinda Das, Gopinath Das, he'll give name. And he'll give the Maha Mantra officially in a kind of, as a samskar. Now the Hare Krishna mantra is not dependent on formal initiation, but if the initiation ceremony is there, it's a samskar, and it makes an official commitment by the disciple. So that's the third one. So you give the Maha Mantra and a spiritual name, and that's sufficient to go back to Godhead, because we follow Sanatana down. And the Maha Mantra contains the effect of every other mantra in the Vedas. The Maha Mantra is non-different from Radha and Krishna. It is evocative. We are addressing, hey Radha, hey Krishna, please engage me in your service, right? So, is there anything beyond Krishna? All mantras come from Krishna. So if you get Maha Mantra from a bona fide source with the correct siddhanta, that's initiation. Then the fourth samskar is called mantra. Mantra, that means that what we sometimes call diksha mantras, like the Gopal Tapani Upanishad mantra, the Gayatri mantras, the mantras to Guru, so on, and then Gopal mantra, Kamdev mantra, and then there is Sannyas mantra. So they are specifically for the disciple to pursue deity worship. So that is mantra initiation. We call it Brahman initiation, but that's grown up. In the Shastra it's called mantra initiation. And they are to regulate the disciple in the worship of the deity. So that's called mantra initiation. And number 5 is yagi. You know, in Krishna in the Gita he says, Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji, right? So yagi means having been initiated into the deity worship and trained in that way, the disciple performs everything as yagi, a yajna. So that is Pancha Samskar. And the first 3 are Bhagavat Diksha, and the second 2 parts are Pancharatriki Vidhi Diksha. That is Panchanga Bhakti, that is deity worship, Panchanga Bhakti. So this is all there in writings of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Jayavadharma, Srila Prabhupada's books, Archana Padati, Hari Bhakti Vilas. So when these questions arise, we should go to the Shastra, but not with an agenda. Do you understand? We should go there and see what Mahajyena Gatasva Pantha, what have the big acharyas said, and we should try and absorb what they say with intelligence. We shouldn't think, I'm looking for something to stop women initiating or something. No, we should go. There's a story about that in the Mahabharata. The Pandavas, they lost the dice game, and they were banned for 12 years to go to the forest, right? And 1 year they were supposed to be incognito. Arjuna became a dancing teacher, apparently, for Uttara, I think. Was it Uttara? Anyway, so after the 12th day, Bhima dressed himself with his brothers in full battle gear, and they went to Yudhisthira after 12 days in the forest. And they said to Yudhisthira, we want to go back and fight. We've spent 12 days and 1 day, and Yudhisthira said, we have committed to 12 years in the forest and 1 year incognito. And if we're caught in that 1 year incognito, we have to do 12 years more, right? So why are you coming now after just 12, 13 days? It says, well, in the Shastra it says that sometimes in certain circumstances, 1 day can be taken as 1 year. You see? So we are taking 1 day as 1 year. So Yudhisthira Maharaj says, no. You cannot, the Vedas, Veda Ma, the Vedas are like a mother. You don't go to the mother to extract something that you want for your purpose, with an agenda, as we say nowadays. You go to the Vedas like you go to your mother and say, Mother, what can I do for you? What's your opinion? What's your direction? So Yudhisthira Maharaj, expansion of Yamaraj, Dharmaraj, he made that point. Same point is there. That when we go to the great acharyas, the big acharyas, Mahajyena Gatasva Pantha, we should go, this is submissive oral reception. This is Buddhi Yoga. We should go with intelligence, trying to understand the message they are giving. We shouldn't go there thinking, I'm going to prove I'm right. That's the Mayavadi idea. You know, they go to the Vedas, they try to find something for their Mayavadi idea. No, we go to Bhagavatam, the great big acharyas, Bhakti Siddhanta Prabhu, Maharaj. We go to them as not submissive oral reception. Doesn't mean you go there like, you know, like tell me what to think. No, you go and you, with intelligence, you try to understand the Siddhanta that they are conveying. Do you see the point? Huh? So, this is important because we are inquiring into a subject matter that we're not fully realized in. So we need the guidance of realized people to understand it properly. So if we go to the Vedas, you know, from a limited realization, and we search for this and that with a motivation, with an agenda, then the Vedas, the Siddhanta withdraws. Because we don't go to the mother as an aggressor, we go to Veda Ma as a servant. And then the mother is ready to teach us. You see my point? This is not my point, this is submissive oral reception. Because, at least myself, we have very little realization, but so we go with Seva Bhav, we don't go there as controller. Should we, we'll have a kirtan anyway, short kirtan. Especially if there's a Bengali drummer here. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Very good cartels. Jai Om Vishnu Pad Paramahansa Paribhakacharya Sarasi Shrimad Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Goswami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Shri Guru Parampara Ki Jai Srimad Bhagavad Gita Ki Jai. So, reading today from Bhagavad Gita, 18th chapter, Perfection of Renunciation, text number 13. Yeah. 5 causes, 5 factors is actually. Yeah. Okay. So, please repeat. Panchachaitani Mahabaho Karanani Nibodame Sankhye Kritante Pruktani. So look, just repeat after me. O mighty armed Arjuna, according to the Vedanta, there are 5 causes for the accomplishment of all action. Now learn of these from me. Okay, that's the verse. Purport Srila Prabhupada. A question may be raised that since any activity performed must have some reaction, how is it that the person in Krishna consciousness does not suffer or enjoy the reactions of work? The Lord is citing Vedanta philosophy to show how this is possible. He says that there are 5 causes for all activities, and for success in all activity, one should consider these 5 causes. Sakya means the stalk of knowledge, and Vedanta is the final stalk of knowledge accepted by all leading acharyas. Even Shankaracharya accepts Vedanta Sutra as such. Therefore, such authority should be consulted. The ultimate control is invested in the Supersoul. As it is stated in the Bhagavad Gita, Sarvasya Chaham Hridhi Sanivishta. He is engaging everyone in certain activities by reminding him of his past actions. And Krishna conscious acts done under his direction from within yield no reaction either in this life or the life after death. Mukam karochi vachalam pangam naite grim yad kripa tamaham bande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Panchatani Mahabaho Karanadi Nibodame Sankhya Kritante Purkthani Sidaye Sarva Karmanam. O mighty armed Arjuna, according to the Vedanta, there are 5 causes for the accomplishment of all action. Now learn of these from me. Yes, so that obviously that leads on to the next sloka. And so the 5 causes, or the 5 factors of any action, that they are given in the next verse. The place of action. You can move it along if you're still awake, I don't know. The place of action, the body. That is not actually correct, that's a change from the original. Adhisthana means the place. The performer, the various senses, that means the body, and many different kinds of endeavor, and ultimately the supersoul. These are the 5 factors of action. So actually the original Gita this is a bit jumbled. But the 5 factors of any action. So what are they? Like, I'm performing an action now. The first thing is, I'm performing this action in this place, in the conference room. So that's the first factor. The second factor is the performer. I'm doing it, me, the individual soul. So the first factor, I'm going to test you in a minute. The first factor is the place. The second factor is the performer. Like he's performing an action, he's the performing, supervising this. So then the third part is the senses or the body, the instrument that I'm using. So I'm in this place, I'm the soul within the body, but I'm using my body as an instrument to perform this action. I'm using the ability to speak, move my hands, glance here and there, read the book. So I'm using the body, the senses. So that's number 3. And then number 4 is the endeavor that I'm trying to achieve. I'm trying to say something useful in Krishna consciousness, right? That's my aim. That's number 4. And then number 5 is Supersoul, Paramatma. Because we know, you're all experienced devotees, we know that everything is resting on Krishna. What is the verse? Matak smriti jnanam apohanam cha. I'm in the heart of all living beings, and from me comes knowledge, remembrance, forgetfulness. And we also know Sutri Mani Gana Iva, everything is resting upon Krishna. He's supreme controller. So he is number 5 factor, 5 part. So what's the first one?
Place.
Yeah, environment. You can think the place. The number 2? Yeah, the performer. He's desiring. He's wanting to do something. And then what is he, number 3? Yeah, he's using an instrument. Just like a guitarist, he might be using a guitar, right? So he's using his fingers also. So there's an instrument of performing the action. And then number 4? Yeah, the goal, the endeavor, what you're trying to do. And then number? Paramatma, yeah, everything, or you can say Bhagavan, Paramatma, whatever. Krishna, everything is resting. So Krishna is reciprocating, right? You want to do something, then Krishna facilitates as Super Soul.
Atma Paramatma collection very, very important.
Yes. Now in spiritual life, that's because you're a spiritualist, you think like that. But now a materialist thinks, I'm in this place, I want to do something, I'm using my body, I have this idea. And number 5, he's thinking, I'm getting intuition. Now the person without spiritual knowledge, he's thinking, oh, I'm getting a good idea. But the person of knowledge knows that this is coming from Super Soul, right? Just like, for example, Beethoven, he was a big classical composer, German, very famous. So one day he was taking a walk in the morning walk in the garden in the fields. And he recorded this in his writings, and suddenly, by intuition, a whole symphony came in his mind. The starting prelude, the different parts of a symphony, it all came in his mind. So after receiving this, he went and wrote it down, right? And that's the 9th symphony. It's called the Pastoral Symphony. I think it might be in D minor, but I'm not exactly sure. But so he thought, I'm getting this from the universe. I'm getting this by intuition. But who is it? Yes, it's Paramatma, right? And so there's also a famous incident from history where a scientist, he was trying to measure the volume of a gold earring or some necklace. And he was, how can I know the weight, but I don't know the volume of this gold necklace. And I have to know the volume to see if it's pure gold, because it will have a specific weight. So he was, and then he called out, and he got so excited, he ran in the village saying, Eureka, Eureka. You've heard? Eureka means, I've got it, I understood. So the idea he got was that in a measuring vessel, he put 100 milliliter of water, and then he put the necklace in, and then he could see how much water went up, right? Because the necklace is all peculiar shape. So he then, this necklace is 50 milliliters, 50 cc. So he got that idea, I've got the idea, Eureka. But like you say, it's Super Soul. So Super soul, and also, in fact, Krishna, super soul, and also Prabhupada in one purport in the Bhagavatam, second canto, or fourth canto, sorry. Prabhupada says, intuition or conscience is the form of direction of the super soul. Like even the non-devotee, or they may believe in God in their own religious system, but everyone knows, even a criminal mostly, that it's wrong to steal, right? So they do it at night. It's wrong to lie, right? It's wrong to cheat others, right? So because we have what's called a conscience, right? That means an intuition. We should do the right thing. We know. So who is that coming from? Yeah, from Paramatma, Super Soul. Now in less evolved religious systems, they may call it conscience. But we understand that that is Paramatma giving direction to the individual soul. It's giving guidance. Just like when you're driving down the road, we all have experience with it. I think I should slow down. And then suddenly somebody does a dangerous maneuver on the road, especially now it's crowded. So we get intuition. Who is that? Intuition. Inside teaching. Intuition. So we're getting inspiration in direction from where? Is it from the chemicals bubbling in our stomach? No. Well, people might speculate like that. Oh, there must be some. The materialists will try to explain everything in terms of matter. But we understand from Shastra that this is Super Soul. Because Super Soul is Paramatma, Supreme Soul, but he's also called Atma Atma. And I have read, he's the soul of the soul. Now just think. And what it is, generally in a painting, you may see Super Soul like this, and the individual soul painted next door. Right? You sometimes see that, kind of. That's okay, the artist is doing his best. But actually, the soul has the super soul within. You understand? We as a soul, the soul of the soul is Paramatma. Sutri Mani Gana Iva. Paramatma is within all the atoms, molecules, but is also within the soul. Yes, go on.
We are the soul from the super soul.
Huh?
We are the soul from the super soul.
We're an expansion of Krishna. Super soul. Super soul means Krishna, but it's just another expansion of Krishna for a particular function. Super soul is just within the material world, and everything is resting upon him. Now the material scientists, they will say, oh, everything is resting upon the laws of physics, right? And that is correct in a way. Just like you can say, in India, the way the cars drive is resting on the laws of the road. Not very closely. They have a very free interpretation. But basically everyone drives on the left side most of the time. And the people coming this way come on the right side. So they're following the laws. You don't know what might happen. They might stop in the middle of the road, and then a bull might just sit down in the road and think. So, but they're following the laws, basically, right? So the materialist scientists think that matter from the Big Bang has somehow or other these laws were created, how they are. And we're just examining them, trying to understand them. But it is impersonal. It has come from matter. You understand? But we understand, yes, there are laws of physics, no doubt, leverage, floating, density, expansion, and so on. But we don't think it's resting upon the laws of physics ultimately. Those laws of physics are ultimately resting on the Supreme Person. You understand? Just like the laws of traffic in India, they're resting upon what?
Blood.
The government. Right? The government makes these laws, right? They say you must drive here, you must stop at a green light, if you like. I mean, oh no, sorry, you must stop at a red light. I've been here too long. So anyway, you must follow the laws of the law, because the person, the personality has decided that, right? You must follow the government. But the government is not a lot of laws. It's a lot of laws maintained by people. People, they decide. And the big boss is Narendra Modi, right? He has different departments, and he empowers this man, your finance minister, your defense minister, so on and so forth. And the laws are interpreted by those personalities, right? This is how every country works. So the materialist scientists want to say the laws are just there, but there's no Devata, there's no Supreme Lord supporting that. Now, another point is too, that the laws of the road in India, they've been created by a person too. They didn't just arrive out of a big bang. No, some people in the government decided these are the laws of the road, and this is how we will organize the transport system. So they're created by a person, they're maintained by a person. So the laws of the universe are there, laws of matter, laws of chemistry, physics, and so on, but they're created. This is the point. And who are they created by? Lord Brahma. And he's empowered by Supersoul. Right? That's his place of action. He's in Swagaloka, and he's empowered by Krishna, and he gains this incredible amount of Shakti and creates the universe and all the laws. And that's why it's called Devata, demigod in English, half God. He's got so much power. Just like an Indian minister, he's like a demigod in the country. He can do anything. Now, if he wants, if he's coming to Vrindavan for darshan, he wants to see Banka Bihari, does he have to follow the laws of the land? No. They stop all the traffic, and he just drives as fast as he likes with his big convoy, right? So the laws are created, maintained by the government, but the government can say, we're traveling to Vrindavan, and we haven't got time to sit behind 1 million tom-tom, so clear the road. So this is Super Soul, right? What happened at the Ras Leela night, right? The gopis, we want to serve Krishna. They ran to the Ras Leela stall. Now, how long did they dance for? They danced for one night, according to historical record, but in the Shastra it said it expanded to one night of Lord Brahma. Now it's one night in the calendar, local calendar you can say, but they danced for the day of Brahma throughout the night, right? So, why? How you can do that? Because the Supreme Lord all the laws of the universe are resting upon him. All the spirit souls of Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, you and I, it's all resting upon Krishna. Like I'm endeavoring to give this class, where am I getting my ideas from? Matak smriti jnanam apohanam cha. Krishna is within my consciousness, within my soul, giving me some ideas. And now you're listening. Who's giving you the realization? Huh? Krishna. So this is how the universe works. We're in this place. We are the performer. You're the performer in the sense that you're listening, right? You're hearing. So you're performing also. And what are you using? You're using your ears, and it's going to the mind, the consciousness, and then you're endeavoring to understand, number 4, and then Krishna is giving you good idea, right? And sometimes, is it not, you listen to something or maybe you're in the street and the tom-tom driver says, I'll take you to Banki Bihari for 100 rupees. And you think, that's a bit much, right? Who's giving you that? Right? This is your intuition. You can, no, it should be 20. I went for 20 yesterday. Who is that? That is Super Soul, right? Possibly, I know you can be thinking your own way, but the soul and the Super Soul are reciprocating in this way. Now the gopis on the Ras Leela night, right? Radha and Krishna, they stood in the middle dancing, and then Krishna expanded to dance with every individual gopi, right? So Krishna, that was the Ras Leela, but Krishna has expanded to reciprocate with every single spirit soul. And in Jivatma, we are all individual souls, Vibhinangsa, separated parts. He has expanded to reciprocate with each one of us individually. Now just consider that. Huh? How many billions of spirit souls? And therefore, what does he say earlier? Ye tamam prapadyante tamsteva bhajamiyaham. Right? All of them, as they surrender, reciprocate with me, I reciprocate accordingly. If you reciprocate with Krishna as a rascal or an atheist or an agnostic, or you want to ignore Krishna, then Krishna will withdraw from your consciousness. And that, the second 2 lines of that verse is what? Mamavat manuvatante tamsteva bhaja. What is the third one? Anyway, all of those, as they surrender unto me, I reciprocate or award accordingly. Now, one time I was reading an Acharya purport, and it says, that is for the devotee, or the neophyte, or the advanced devotee, who is trying to reciprocate with Krishna directly. Now, this 3rd and 4th line of that sloka, Mamavat everyone follows my path in all respects. So the big Acharya was saying that this is for those who are not reciprocating with Krishna in knowledge, but they're reciprocating with Krishna in material, under the material illusion. They're reciprocating with Krishna under the laws of karma, right? Yetam mam prapadyam mam. To Krishna, I'm surrendering through the medium of Guru and his teachings and the Shastra. I'm trying to understand what Krishna wants, how to serve. But then there is a class of person that don't know Krishna. They may be innocent, but then there may be the Rakshasa, like we see in the world politics nowadays, very cruel, nasty people lying and tricking and everything. Mama Vatman they are reciprocating with Krishna also, but under the laws of karma. Huh? You understand? So everyone follows my path in all respects, O son of Pritha. So that is a warning, actually. And we see that sometimes big civilizations grow up, then they become very corrupt, and then what happens? They fall down, right? There was the Assyrian Empire, there was the Tartarian Empire, the Roman Empire, there was the British Commonwealth, and so on, right? So they are under the laws of karma, but ultimately it comes down to the individual. The individual has to carry his own karma, but if it's a nation, then there is, in a sense, a collective karma. They're kind of combined. But ultimately, it's the individual that becomes judged by that. So therefore, you may be in a very sinful nation, but if you're like being a vegetarian, offering your foodstuffs to Krishna, you're chanting Hare Krishna, you're reading the Gita, you're trying to do the right thing, even if the whole nation collapses, that doesn't affect your karma. It's your individual behavior. So that is very empowering to think like that. That ultimately, if I do good, it's even many things in the Shastra. One who does good, Krishna says, is never overcome by evil. And one who does evil has got a very dark future unless he gets his act together. So this is important. So these 5 factors of action, they are there for the materialist and the spiritualist. He is going to be doing things, desiring things in a certain environment, using his body, but his aim is what? I'm performing these endeavor for who? For Mujhe, for me, for number 1, right? I'm lying, cheating, filling in the bank form and trying to break into the ATM for me, right? But the devotee is also in the environment, the place, what's number 2? Performer, the individual soul, you can say. And he is also using number 3? The instrument, his consciousness, his body. And number 4?
Goal.
Yeah, what he wants to achieve, right? And he is also supported in all those factors by the Supersoul, who's guiding him. So, but the devotee is endeavoring to serve, using those 5 factors to serve the Supreme Lord, to serve Srila Bhaktisiddhanta, to serve Srila Prabhupada. He's doing his best. But the materialist is just, I, me, and mine. I want to serve me. So I'm a very chalagadmi. And I'm going to double charge. And all this kind of thing. So, Yeyutam Mam Prapadyante is the first one, the devotee. He's endeavoring to chant 16 rounds a day, follow principles, study 1 hour a day, maybe give the name like Srila Bhaktisiddhanta gave to these 2 English gentlewomen. He's trying to do his best, so Krishna helps him, right? He's in the heart. He gives realization. Oh yes, you want to come to me? Come, good, that's what I want. But the materialist, he's thinking, I'm very clever. I'm going to cheat this person. I'm going to sell him a 10,000 harmonium for 20,000. So anyway, so that is the material world. People are self-motivated in their endeavor. They want to self-aggrandizement. They praise themselves and they maneuver in the world. But what does the Ishopanishad say? Ishavasya idam sarvam yat kinchat jagadam jagat tena taktena bunjita magrida kashaswit dhanam. Everything is controlled and owned by the Supreme Lord, Super Soul, or Krishna, His expansion, whatever way you want to put it. Therefore, and then, what is the next? Everything is controlled and owned by the Supreme Lord. Therefore, one should only accept what is necessary, that comes as a natural function in your karma, and not endeavor for things outside that, knowing well to whom they belong. Right? So, if we're born in a particular body, we should accept the situation and work from that basis, and not think, oh, I'm only 5 foot, I want to be 10 foot or something. We should accept what has come and work from that position. We have to do that anyway. Okay, I'm not a very rich man, but I'll spend my money nicely in Krishna's service and my family and so on and so forth. So we accept our environment, but we're using all those things, but we're doing it for Krishna. To achieve self-realization, to realize Krishna. When we realize Krishna, we'll realize our relationship, our swarup with Krishna. But the materialist without knowledge is thinking he's all alone in the world, right? Or God is impersonal energy. I have no friend. I have only me to help me. So he's full of anxiety, isn't he? That's Kunta. Because he thinks, I've got nobody to help me. I'm all alone in the world. So I have to do what I can to survive. But a devotee, he's realizing Krishna. What does Krishna say? Suridam. Yes, I'm the friend of everyone. Turn to me. You have your best friend in your heart. He's the soul of your soul. I have your best interest. How did Prabhupada sign his letters? Ever well-wisher. So Krishna is the well-wisher. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta is the well-wisher. Bhakti Vinod Thakur is the well-wisher. It's hard for us to understand, well, at least for me, how somebody can be just always being a well-wisher. Is conscious. That is a sadhu, right? Everyone in India knows sadhu. It means a holy person. Somebody who is always calculating for the good of others. Empowered in that way. Srila Prabhupada was like that. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta was like that. On a final note, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, at his time, the message of Mahaprabhu was largely covered by Apasampradaya. They didn't really understand the loving affairs of Radha and Krishna, the Raslila, and they thought that this is a description of material love and so on. And it is even said, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, he couldn't find a copy of the Bhagavad, the Chaitanya Charitamrita. But somehow or other, and you have to understand the power of such a person, he re-established the Siddhanta of Mahaprabhu in pure form. But then he was married, he was magistrate in Puri for Jagannath, and he reorganized all the puja there. And he wanted a son. I think he had 13 children, I believe, something. 13. And number 5 was Srila Bhaktisiddhanta, if my memory serves correct. Number 5 was Srila Bhaktisiddhanta. And so Srila Bhaktisiddhanta, he took the message that was re-established by Bhakti Vinod Thakur, and he became the Nrsimha Guru, right? You know that? He was called, because he didn't, he was powerful. They say that he didn't mess around. He just said it like it is. So he called the Nrsimha Guru. And also another great glory of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta that before he started this preaching mission, he took a vow to chant 1 billion names. You know that, 1 billion names. And he calculated, doing 3 lakhs a day, I'll take about 10 years to do it. So in Mayapur, he started chanting the name. He had a little lean-to, and when the rain would come through and the monsoon, he was chanting. And it's explained that even when he went to take shower or bathroom, he was still chanting. He finished 1 billion names in 9 years. Can you imagine? And then he started his pravachan, preaching. The first disciple was Odalambi Maharaj. Odalambi Maharaj. He was the brother of Keshi Maharaj. They were sannyasis who gave Diksha to Prabhupada. Keshi, you know? Yes. Keshi Maharaj was a brother of Odalambi. So apparently, from what I've read, Odalambi Maharaj was first disciple. And then he went out, he went South India, this and that. And he said a great personality, Bhakti Vinod said that a great temple will be built in Mayapur, and a great personality will take this all over the world. And Bhakti Vinod said, and Americans and Russians and people from all over the world, they will gather in Mayapur and chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So this is what's actually going on, is it not? Now just think, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, he re-established Vaishnavism in the pure understanding. That's the same as what Advaita Acharya did. You know, Advaita Acharya said, we need you to come and re-establish Mahaprabhu. So he offered Ganga Jal and Tulsi, praying for Avatar. So he has the same power displayed, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, as Mahaprabhu practically. So it's just these personalities, they are very special. And then so Srila Bhakti Siddhanta defeated 2 big things: casticism, caste Brahmins, and caste Goswamis that were, making business out of giving Siddha Pranali and everything. And his main point, this is the main point of understanding why Srila Bhakti Siddhanta had such a big problem with the caste Goswamis in Navadvip and the caste Brahmanas. Because they were saying that I'm giving you Swarup. That's called Siddha Pranali. I'm by descent a caste Goswami, and with my blessing you will get your Swarup. I will give you. You are just impersonal soul. You are just Chit Shakti. You don't have an and. You don't have any Swarup. But I give you Swarup. But Srila Bhakti Siddhanta said, no. The soul is equipped with Krishna Prem. The soul has its own form, Swarup, inbuilt. And the example Prabhupada gives in a letter is that just like a seed has the tree inside. This is a mango tree. This is an oak tree. So every soul is equipped with Swarup internally, with Krishna Prem. It is there. It is not given by some caste Goswami. So they really made war with him. They even tried to murder him at one point, you know that. But he established this correct conception that the soul is a seed with the Swarup, the spiritual relationship inbuilt. And that will awaken by Seva Bhav. Nitya Siddha Krishna Prem Sadhu Kavana. That the Krishna Prem is inbuilt to the soul, but Shravanadi Sudachite Karideo Udai. It wakes up by Navavida Bhakti, Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smart. It wakes up. Now now you can understand this point very clearly if you understand this. Krishna Prem is not amorphous, I love. No. I love Krishna in a particular mood. You understand? It's not just, oh, I have Krishna Prem. No, but I have Krishna Prem in a particular mood. That is called Stahi Bhav. And that Stahi Bhav manifests Swarup, spiritual form. The spiritual form, the Swarup, is an expression of the Prem. Just like when the seed grows, the tree grows. It's an expression of the seed. You see the point? So we have everything. We have Swarup, we have Prem, but we just have to chant Hare Krishna with Ahoitiki Bhakti, pure devotion. And then that Seva Bhav awakens us for realization of Krishna. Once we realize Krishna, we realize our relationship, right? So this is what Srila Bhaktisiddhanta, Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Prabhupada re-established, the pure essence. Now, sometimes in our society we have this discussion, this is actually good, because it makes us consider what is the correct Siddhanta. And because we're in the material world, we should always understand that different people will have different understandings. But how do we know then what is correct? Go to the Mahajan. Go to the big Acharya. We respect everyone, all devotees. But if you want to understand Siddhanta properly, you go to Bhaktivinoda Thakur. You go to Jiva Goswami. You go to Prahlad Maharaj. You go to Yudhisthira Maharaj. You go to Srila Bhaktisiddhanta. You go to Prabhupada. You go to these big acharyas and you view the Vedic knowledge in the light of their conclusions. You respect everyone, but it doesn't mean to say you have no intelligence to understand the different statuses of knowledge. So, this is important. We give respect to everyone, because everyone is a temple of Krishna. But Mahajyena Gata Swapanta, right? What does it mean? You follow in the footsteps of the big acharyas, right? Sukadev Goswami, Prahlad Maharaj, Janaka, so all these big acharyas. And then we go to them with an open heart, like we said at the beginning of the class. We don't think with an agenda, thinking, I already know. No, we go there as student, like the child goes to the mother. The first guru is the mother, right? The mother teaches language to the baby, teaches the baby to be clean, when to eat, when to sleep. The father is protecting the system, but the mother is the first guru. But now there's a bit of fuss about can women. I don't understand, but actually, if you are a baby and your mother chants Hare Krishna to you and teaches you Hare Krishna, right, when you're 3 years old, is that not initiation? Can you say, she's a woman, she can't teach the Maha Mantra to her baby? Is somebody going to say that?
That is not good.
You understand? They're not understanding the esoteric, the internal idea. They're getting caught up with bureaucracy and procedure. But if you get the Maha Mantra when you're 3 years old from your mother, but then later on you may officially get initiated in this way or that way.
Luckily.
Huh?
Luckily. By fortunate.
Yes.
So,
So, but sometimes people, they get too hung up on bureaucracy and procedures and they forget the real thing, the essential. Do you understand my point? You have to understand the heart of a matter. Right? You don't have to be a musician to like music. You understand? Music is beautiful. So spirit is coming to you in many, many ways. And But then there are procedures and to organize society and so on and so forth. But music is music, and the soul understands music. So the great acharyas, and we see that in the life of these big acharyas, that they were giving mercy, because that is the nature of the Krishna. That's a very important thing to remember, that your best friend, where is he? He's actually within your soul. Krishna is actually within your soul. So what are those 5 factors of action? Number 1?
Place.
Place. Number 2?
Performer.
Huh? The performer, yeah. And number 3? Instrument, yeah, what he's using. And then number 4?
Goal.
Yeah, the goal, the endeavor. And number 5? Paramatma, right? And is Paramatma on your side or somebody else's side?
Our side.
Yes, he's our best friend. So then, Vaikuntha. Right? Right? If you're a little spiritual knowledge, you say, Krishna, he's my best friend. He'll help me, right? But if you're a materialist, So it's our duty to follow in the footsteps of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta and give a little mercy to the people. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you all very much. See you next Friday, if not before. Any questions, discussion points?
All clear.
All clear, yeah.
Or not clear.
Yeah, everything is very simple. Just rely on Krishna and do your best. Huh? Drink the water.